Today we will recap the 2015 action comedy movie called Barely Lethal, where a deadly assassin leaves her job to experience an ordinary teenage life. So let's get started. The story begins with a girl named Agent 83, who introduces herself as a part of a government institution, Prescott, where orphan girls are trained to become killing machines. Their principal, Hardman, emphasizes not forming attachments, since these attachments become a weakness for secret agents, something Agent 83 disagrees with. Agent 83 dreams about having a family, but the idea is not welcomed in Prescott. She's one of the top students and has enemies inside the academy, one of them being her rival, Agent 84. Agent 83 is the first one who gets activated in her class to go on real-world missions. Her first mission is in Moscow, requiring her to take a briefcase from a man sitting on a bus. Agent 83, disguised as a normal teenage girl, gets the bag effortlessly. As she steps into the outside world, she becomes curious about teenage life away from Prescott. During a mission in Shanghai where she must pose as a teenage girl, she starts collecting magazines and watches Mean Girls to experience the life she's missing out on. Back in Prescott, Agent 83 is assigned to catch Victoria Knox, an infamous American exile turned drug dealer. Agent 84, in jealousy, reveals that Agent 83 is reading a magazine during their briefing, which makes Hardman angry, and he tells Agent 83 to stay focused. Knox is a smart woman who loves to take out Prescott's, so Agent 83 pretends to be caught and takes Knox off guard. She takes down Knox and her men, then Agent 83 ties Knox and herself to a rope. A balloon opens up on the other side of the rope, and they are suddenly into the air. Knox still has the gun and shoots at Agent 83, but Agent 83 cuts herself off the rope and falls into the water below. Hardman comes in an airplane and catches Knox. They talk as if they already know each other. Agent 83 survives the jump and considers it a chance to escape from Prescott. She throws her tracing device into the water, and Hardman marks her inactive. Agent 83 disguises herself as Megan Walsh and applies to a student exchange program. She chooses the Larsons for her host family, which consists of a divorced mother, Penny, her youngest son, Parker, and her elder daughter, Liz. They meet up in Newton High School, USA, where Parker and Penny give her a warm welcome while Liz acts cold and distant. During dinner, Parker tells Megan he is obsessed with ninjas, whereas Liz mocks Megan for being excited over little high school things. Megan goes to her room and creates a map of her life as a student. She uses pictures of models as inspiration and overdresses herself on the first day of high school. A group of boys, including a guy named Gooch, bully her, and due to this unpleasant incident, Liz lends some of her clothes to Megan. The principal of Newton High School arranges a welcome assembly for Megan. She meets Roger backstage and thinks he is from the school band, but he reveals that he handles the stage lighting and helps her in reducing her nervousness. Megan goes to the stage where everyone starts bullying her, but Cash from the school's band arrives and sings for Megan. This calms her down and she becomes attracted to him. Megan sits beside Roger in her science class and they connect through jokes, but after a while the class ends and the teacher, Mr. Drum, informs them that students will sit with their designated partners tomorrow. Everyone leaves the class, but Gooch stays behind and tries to harass her. Megan stops and twists his hand in return. Later in the evening, Megan sneaks into her science lab and fixes herself beside Cash on the list to get closer to him. In the next class, two girls argue with Megan to sit beside Cash, but Mr. Drum chooses Cash as his lab assistant. After class, the two girls trick Megan into auditioning for the school mascots. They tell her that Cash is attracted to such girls and that being a mascot will help Megan get his attention. The day of the event arrives, and Megan is in a Vikings costume performing when a few masked men come out of a van and try to kidnap her. Megan thinks they are from Prescott and fights with them. One of the men tells her that they are from a rival school and have arrived here to kidnap the mascot as a tradition. She realizes the two girls have tricked her and leaves ashamed. Roger follows and tries to calm her down, but to no avail. Megan returns home frustrated, but Mrs. Larson comforts her by saying it is just a normal high school thing. The following day, Megan enters the class, and everyone, including the school bullies, starts cheering her up. Liz tells her that she has gone viral overnight. Cash then comes over and asks Megan to join his jamming session, leaving Megan happier than ever. As Megan enters the studio, Roger attempts to surprise her from behind, causing Megan to defend herself by punching, and her defensive action ends up hurting Roger. She gets him an ice bag and they talk about martial arts until Cash arrives and sings her a new song. Cash and Megan talk for a while about games, which helps Megan realize they do not connect. But still, she accepts his invitation to Gooch's party. On her way back home, a car approaches and kidnaps Megan. She meets Hardman and he injects her with a truth serum to find out whom she has been working for. She reveals that she just wanted a chance at life to be a normal person and starts crying. Hardman comforts her and lets her go on the condition that she says goodbye to everyone and returns to Prescott. Some men drop her at the Larsons while she's still dizzy from the serum. Parker and Liz come outside to pick her up, and she tells Liz that she needs to connect with her peers and take off the mask of a lonely girl. She faints, making the siblings drag her into the house. While doing so, Parker tells Liz Megan truly understands her. The next day, Megan sits with Roger during lunch and invites him to Gooch's party, but he denies it due to his father's protective nature. They discuss future plans, and Roger tells her that whatever she'll do will be impressive, considering he has always been mesmerized by her. Back at home, Liz and Penny talk about Gooch's party, and Liz tells Penny it's not safe for Megan to go there alone, so Penny, instead of stopping Megan, asks Liz to join her. They reach Gooch's party, and Megan sees Agent 84 under the name Heather, who has been sent to watch over her. Heather tells Megan that she has her eyes set on Cash, and they both jump their way to him spontaneously. On the other side, Liz enters a bathroom to find a drunken Gooch. She remembers what Megan told her about taking off her mask and decides to drink with him. Roger arrives at the party but sees Cash and Megan kissing. He leaves the party immediately with tears in his eyes. Later, Megan leaves to get breakfast with Cash, and meanwhile, someone paints a tattoo on drunk Liz's face. They go back home, and Penny gets mad at Megan for leaving Liz alone. However, this brings Liz and Megan closer. The following morning, Megan leaves for school and finds Hardman driving the school bus. He tells her that Knox has escaped, and Megan's life is in danger. Megan tells him that she doesn't want to go back to Prescott. Furthermore, she says that she is finally living a normal life, but Hardman informs her if she doesn't return to Prescott and Knox comes for her, she will have to deal with it alone. Megan exits the school bus and rides in Liz's car. On their way, she tells Liz that Cash has asked her for homecoming. As they talk, another car starts chasing them and shoots at their car. Megan changes seats with Liz and tells her the truth about being a Prescott. The chase continues, and they enter a car scrap factory where Megan gets into an accident, and the people from the other car run away. Fortunately, Megan is not injured, and Liz has a bleeding nose only. She checks the other car and smells Heather's perfume in it. Megan takes Liz to the hospital and calls Hardman to inform him about Heather's attempt to kill her. He tells her when Knox escaped. They also lost Agent 84, and she has been marked dead. Megan realizes that Agent 84 is working for Knox and asks Hardman to send her gear, but Hardman denies her request as she is no longer a Prescott. Megan apologizes to Liz for putting her in danger and decides to leave the Larsons, but Liz stops her and asks her to stay and fight. Megan goes home to get her stuff and leaves, but she sees a family painting made by Parker, which includes Megan, making her emotional, and she decides to stay. Both Liz and Megan go shopping and have fun until night falls, and they get ready for the homecoming in school. Gooch and Cash come to pick up the girls and they leave. Upon reaching the party, Megan notices how Gooch and Liz connect and realizes that Megan has no connection with Cash. She dumps him right before his performance and goes to Roger. She tells Roger that he's her type, but it's too late since Heather tells Megan to take her hands away from her date. They both get into a fight, with Megan overpowering her, but suddenly Heather puts dirt in her eyes, and Megan hides in the school kitchen. Heather informs Megan that her family is under Knox's control. When Heather's about to stab Megan, Liz stabs Heather's leg with a corn dog and she falls. They both return home to find Penny and Parker under Knox's control. Knox tells Megan she's the first Prescott and wants revenge for what Megan did to her. Megan challenges her to a fight, and when Knox is about to lose, she pulls out a gun. Parker blows a flash bomb and the Prescotts come in. Hardman knocks down Knox and allows Megan to work as an undercover agent until he needs her. Megan hugs Hardman and thanks him for helping her. Then Hardman asks her to return to the party. Hardman suggests Parker check the Prescott website for boys and become a ninja. Roger and his dad are on their way home when a Prescott helicopter stops in front of their car and Megan gets out of it. Roger runs to her, and she tells him he's the one for her. She promises to explain everything later, and they share a kiss. Both get into the helicopter with Gooch and Liz, while Roger's father shouts at them to be careful. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notification to watch more videos like this. Thanks for watching.